Something feels funny. I must be thinking too hard. No doubt Jack the Ripper excused himself on the grounds that it was human nature. What I like doing best is nothing. But now I am 6. And I'm clever as clever. And now I think I'll stay 6 now forever and ever. Of beer, an enthusiast has said that it could never be bad, but that some brands might be better than others. I have a house where I go when there's too many people. I have a house where I go where no one can be. I have a house where I go where nobody ever says no, where no one says anything. So there's no one but me. The nicest thing about the rain is that it always stops. Eventually. When late morning rolls around and you're feeling a bit out of sorts, don't worry, you're probably just a little 11 o'clock-ish. Forever isn't long at all, Christopher, as long as I'm with you. If the person you are talking to doesn't appear to be listening, be patient. It may simply be that he has a small piece of fluff in his ear. Al hasn't exactly got brain, but he knows things. As soon as I saw you, I knew a grand adventure was about to happen. A day without a friend is like a pot without a single drop of honey left inside. Before beginning a hunt, it is wise to ask someone what you are looking for before you begin looking for it. A pipe in the mouth makes it clear that there has been no mistake. You are undoubtedly a man. My spelling is wobbly. It's good spelling, but it wobbles, and the letters get in the wrong places. I do remember, and then when I try to remember, I forget. You can't help respecting anybody who can spell Tuesday, even if he doesn't spell it right, but spelling isn't everything. There are days when spelling Tuesday simply doesn't count. Pay attention to where you are going, because without meaning you might get nowhere. The average man finds life very uninteresting as it is. And I think the reason why is that he is always waiting for something to happen to him instead of setting to work to make things happen. The more, the merrier. It is hard to be brave, said Piglet, sniffing slightly, when you're only a very small animal. We'll be friends forever, won't we, Pooh? Asked Piglet. Even longer, Pooh answered. You know, when once you've discovered a secret yourself, it always seems as if it must be so obvious to everybody else. How sweet to be a cloud, floating in the blue. The spring has sprung, the grass is riz. I wonder where them birdies is. Let's begin by taking a smallish nap or two. Bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, pouncy, fun, 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 fun. The most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. There was once an old sailor my grandfather knew, who had so many things which he wanted to do that, whenever he thought it was time to begin, he couldn't because of the state he was in. I do like a little bit of butter to my bread. Once upon a time there were 3 little foxes who didn't wear stockings, and they didn't wear sockses, but they all had handkerchiefs to blow their noses, and they kept their handkerchiefs in cardboard boxes. time for a little something. The more he looked inside, the more Piglet wasn't there. It is hard to be brave when you're only a very small animal. To her hand in hand we come, Christopher Robin, and I to lay this book in your lap. Say you're surprised. Say you like it. Say it's just what you wanted. Because it's yours, because we love you. Wherever they go, and whatever happens to them on the way, in that enchanted place on the top of the forest, a little boy and his bear will always be playing. That's what Tigers do best. The Old Testament is responsible for more atheism, agnosticism, disbelief, call it what you will, than any book ever written. It has emptied more churches than all the counter attractions of cinema, motor bicycle, and golf course. When you are pretty sure that an adventure is going to happen, brush the honey off your nose and spruce yourself up as best you can, so as to look ready for anything. I did know once, only I've sort of forgotten. And the only reason for making honey is so as I can eat it. Come, come, come. Without a monster or two, it's not a quest, merely a gaggle of friends wandering about. On Tuesday, when it hails and snows, the feeling on me grows and grows that hardly anybody knows if those are these or these are those. Mind over matter will make the poo unfatter. There's the South Pole, said Christopher Robin, and I expect there's an East Pole and a West Pole, though people don't like talking about them. I suppose this is the reason why diaries are so rarely kept nowadays, that nothing ever happens to anybody. If a statement is untrue, it is not the more respectable because it has been said in Latin. Dig a little deeper. Think of something that we've never thought of before. 106. To the uneducated, an A is just 3 sticks. Tell the innocent visitor from another world that 2 people were killed at Sarajevo, and that the best that Europe could do about it was to kill 11 million more. It's good spelling, but it wobbles.